and welcome. This is Heidi's Homemade, and this is my channel about cross stitch. So, my last episode was a mid-year whip parade. So, if you haven't had a chance to see that yet, take a look. There's 43, I believe, whips to look at. Today, I don't have a lot of whips to show you, and I'll get to that. Stuff going on in my life, not a lot has changed. I am still in the observation part of my student teaching program, and I am just about done with it. I've only got a few more days to put in on that and finish the class that goes with it. Then I should be able to move on to the demonstration part, which I am eagerly awaiting to get to that. So my life has pretty much been school, and more school. I have been stitching while doing schoolwork because that's how I kind of work. I set my computer to read articles to me, and I will sit and stitch while it's reading to me. So I can get some good stitching time in when I'm doing that. So yeah, that's pretty much it for a life update. Not much is going on. Oh, I did go to the AZ Stitchers meetup, one-day retreat thing that two eclectic stitchers on YouTube, and I will link them, hosts in the Phoenix area like once a month. I did that last Saturday, and I have a little bit of haul from that to show you because I picked up a couple things from the freebie table. Other than that, I don't have much haul. It's weird for me, I know. But I've been trying really hard not to buy stuff. Trying to save money. So, that being said, that's pretty much it. The meetup was really, really fun. I got one of my other stitchy friends to go with me this time, and she loved it, so she's planning on going back, which is great. I'm really looking forward to that, and I'm looking forward to one of my other stitchy friends going with me the next time too. So there's that. And I do have my every other week stitchy meetups that I still host at the Mesa Public Library. So if you're in the Mesa area, hit me up and I'll give you information. Yeah, I don't really have a whole lot to talk about this time, so let's just move right into finishes, because I do have finishes. I have quite a few that I've had. I think one of them I had done, one or two of them I had done when I filmed my last video, but I was waiting to show those until I had a normal video to incorporate them with. Otherwise, the rest of these I have finished in the last 2 weeks since I did the whip parade. So, moving on. First finish to show you, and let me have a board here. First finish to show you is the one that I had been using for my blog posts. So I post on my blog every 3 weeks, and it has to be a continuous stitch because I belong to a stitch along that stitches whatever we want. We just post every 3 weeks on our progress, and as we finish things, we can start new things. So this is what I did. This is To Plant a Garden from Forbidden Fabrico. It is one of their patterns, and I bought the pattern and the floss kit from the attic here in Mesa, Arizona, and the fabric is 18 count smoke from my Vintage Needle Arts on Etsy, and I think it really came out really well. I think I have pretty much decided that I'm going to make this into a project bag. I think it would look really nice as a project bag. Although I am also thinking about just framing it, because I'm also starting to think about stuff that I would want to use as classroom decor as I get closer to finishing my degree. I already know that that one is one that I want to use for that purpose. And then there's another one in here that I plan on using for that too. Just because it's a very positive, uplifting type of thing. And we all need extra positivity in our lives. So I'm torn between those two. Now that I've thought about it a little bit more, I had originally decided to make this into a project bag, and then as I was finishing the other one that has a very positive saying on it, I was thinking, maybe I want to use that one as well for the same kind of thing. So then we will see. So then here is the next one. This one, if you follow me on Instagram, I did post a little teaser picture of this one as a finish. This one is, of course, Honey of a Tiny Town. And I use the called for DMC. And this is an 18 count generic Ada from Amazon. I did not stitch, obviously, the word hive right here. But other than that, I think that is the only thing that I did not do. Oh, I didn't stitch the little stingers on the bees because I thought that they were fine just with the wings. Yeah. So I do plan on putting some fabric on the back of this and wrapping it around this guy, my scissor spool. That was the whole purpose of getting this and stitching it, and all the other ones that I have gotten also, because I want to do that. I think it came out pretty cute. Not a fan of lazy daisy stitches on Ada. I don't think they look right, but it's okay. Let's see. So that is finish number 2. Finish number 3 and 4 go together. These are, let's see. So these are Little House Needleworks. What is it called? Bumblebee Petites. Sorry, I'm looking at the pattern down there on the floor. So this is Bumblebee Petites. This is 2 out of the 4. I am in a finish as much as I can stage right now. I'm trying to condense stuff because I am anticipating in the next few months starting to do a tiny home lifestyle. So I'm trying to condense as much as I can, and getting some of my whips taken care of and worked on and out of the way is one way for me to start condensing stuff. So that's what I've got. So these 2 guys, I have no idea. I don't know if I'm going to finish the other 2. I probably will at some point. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with these. I'll probably make them into little pillows, honestly. I don't know what I would do with them if I made them into ornaments. I'm not sure. They might just end up in my finish bin for a while until I figure out, or I decide to do the other 2. Who knows? But these are the called for DMCs. And this is an 18 count mystery Ada from Amazon. But I thought the gray worked really well with the colors. So there's that. And there was, on this one, I think, nope, this one. This one, I did leave off a little bit of the outside border, so I didn't think it really needed it. And I think this one I did fully. I don't think I left anything off on that. So there's those. So that is 3 and 4. All right. Next up is gathering honey. Let's see if I can. Is gathering honey from Luminous Fiber Arts. So I did gathering stitches a while ago and finished that as a pillow. And I had stitched this completely, just the center, and then I asked my friends on a Zoom if I should stitch the border as well, because I was kind of torn. It was still in the hoop when I was thinking about it, though, so I took it out of the hoop, and yeah, it needed the border, basically because it looked funny. So like with the way these flowers kind of like go straight up and then curve over, and this one does the same thing, goes like straight up and then curves over. I thought it was a little funny if I didn't put the border on. And plus then the bird and the honeycomb hive thingy, the bee scap, were sitting on something. So I went back and added the border. But it's done. And I did this on, this is 36 count platinum, and I used honeycomb from Classic Colorworks for the stitches. And I did 1/2 for the stitching. Okay, and that is one that I started for my May new starts. Okay, so next up, I don't need my board. Next up, get it, is Hello Fall. This is it's Stitching with the Housewives, and I'm trying to think what the name of the pattern. It's Hello Fall, but is it a What's in My Cup? I don't know. I changed the colors. I literally did not use any of the call for colors, and I used DMC. I used close to what some of their DMC recommendations were, but not really. Like within a couple of numbers, I guess. I changed the cup, the mug, from the creamy color of the fox, because it was supposed to be where the fox is that creamy color. It was supposed to be that, and I didn't think I would like that. I thought it was too much white, so I changed it to the teal that I used in place of the really tealy that I have on like the truck here. So, and this is on a piece of navy, this is white art. And now I can actually do something because I have all 4 pieces stitched on, and I can start to think about how I want to finish those. So that one was another one of my May new starts. And I think it came out really cute. I like the way that it came out. I think it really pops on that navy fabric too. So there's that. So that was finish number 6? Yeah. Okay, next up is, this one's definitely going to need. Next up is Whale Watch from Chessie and Me. This was a kit that I got from the attic. It's part of their Americana like collection stuff. And it was supposed to have the year here in the grass, and I did not do that. These are Gloriana threads. These are that came in the kit. So I used all the called for threads. This is Lakeside Linen, but I'm not sure what color it is. And then this Chessie and Me always has like different stitches. I was supposed to have a different stitch in the roof of the house, but I didn't do that. The only specialty stitch, if you can call it a specialty stitch, that I did is the 1/1. So this whole little urn, and the flowers going up, or whatever they're supposed to be, that is all 1/1. So I don't know if that will focus. But that was a lot of 1/1 stitches. It honestly didn't take that long, but it was very fiddly where the leaves are, where the vine and the leaves. Once I got that in, it wasn't that bad. It went pretty fast. But counting all those little leaves and the skipping and everything, it was a little tedious. But it's okay. It looks awesome. I like how it came out. So that is going to go with American Stag that I already finished a while ago. And I also have, I believe it's called American Coast, that I started in May as well. And that one is going to be in my next round of things to work on to try to get finished. All right. 7/8 is, I don't know if you need that. Okay. So 8 is Shining Bright from Caterpillar Cross Stitch. This one is one of their one of their club boxes. Box number 7, I think, is what it was. I'm not sure. Not really my thing, like at all. But I started it for one of my new starts in May, and I decided to finish it. I have no idea what I'm going to do with it. It's going to sit in my done box for a while until I figure out what I want to do with it. I probably would have enjoyed it more if it was on a smaller count. This is on 14 count, and it was just a lot of color blocks, and it just was kind of boring to stitch, honestly. But it's pretty. If I knew someone who liked lighthouses, it would be a great gift. I just don't know anybody who likes lighthouses. So there is that. But it's done, and I can put it in my box of finishes, and when I decide what I want to do with it, it will be there and ready. And of course I used all the called for colors on that because it was a kit. And then my last finish is this one. And this one is a pattern from Forbidden Fiber Co. This one was a donation pattern. So this one was a donation towards tornado cleanup that hit near where Forbidden Fiber Co. is in Tennessee. So this is the call for colors because it was a kit. The fabric is not the called for because the fabric that came in the kit was white and it wasn't supposed to be. So this is Forbidden Fiber Co. fabric that I had ordered and I cut in half because it was the closest thing, and I happen to have the pattern in here. So this is what it was supposed to look like. And it was, so this fabric is the closest thing I had that was very similar to that. So this is the other pattern that I'm thinking about using as a classroom display, art display, whatever, decor. And so I think I'm going to just find a frame that's going to show off some of the fabric as well. So I'm not going to cut right into, I'm going to let some of the fabric show because I think that kind of makes the pattern because it gives it that kind of cloudy, like overcast kind of look. And I think it came out really cute otherwise. And these are the Forbidden Fiber Co. flosses that came with it. There was only 4 that came with it. So I have been busy stitching. So all of those I have finished, minus the 2 that I had done and ready for the last video that I did the whip parade for. So sorry, I'm like all over the place. So yeah, so those are all my finishes. I don't have any fully finishes. I do have a couple whips that I worked on. So the first whip that I worked on this the last time I was at the library for my Stitchy meetup. And this is what it is. Ink Circles, Aspen Mandela. I started this for my May New Starts. And I'm pretty much using the called for DMCs within like a color or two of the called for because of whatever I had available. So if I get a chance, I will post a before picture. Otherwise, I will tell you that I had pretty much, so I went color by color. So I had the center, the yellow, and the green. And most of the green, I had to finish a couple lines of green, and then I added in all of this cherry bark color in. And this fabric is a 14 count because that's what I had of this fabric. And I think this fabric is going to look really cool with that because it's very similar to the fabric that's on the picture. And I'm still hoping that I will be able to use a little corner of it to do the little mini mandala that comes with it. So there's that one. So that's one of the whips that I worked on. And then the other 2 whips that I worked on at the AZ Stitchers meetup. And I worked on Strawberry Fair and I worked on Honey Fair. So I took these out. I started my day working on Strawberry Fair. If I have a before picture, I will put it up. But basically, the before picture would be the light green. I added the dark green while I was at the AZ Stitchers. And as I was adding the dark green, once I got down to this guy right here, I realized that I was off on my counts. I missed like a whole section of stitches here, which means that not only is this off, but so are these little guys. So I set it down and I put it in timeout and I said, I will frog you later. So I need to frog this section here, right here, this like dip here, and then these guys, because these guys came off of this. So I need to extend this because I missed like a whole little section. I need to extend this up so it's going to come up a little bit, and then these will probably come up a little bit and over a little bit. So yeah, but that was my May New Start because it was one strand of the green floss, the light green. So there's that one. And then I worked on the Honey Fair as well. So I already had, and I'll try to put a picture in, but I'm not guaranteeing anything. So what I had was the start of the honeycomb. So I added in all of the greenery that goes up. So this one honestly might be my next finish because I think I might work on this one next. this one and American Coast are the two that I'm thinking will be my next finishes. Because I don't think this one, once I start really working on it, I don't think this one's going to take that long. But I don't know. I know that honeycomb is like kind of intense. And that is 18 count, whatever fabric from Amazon. And I'm using the called for DMC for both of those. Okay, so those are my only whips that I have to share with you guys. I do have a little bit of haul. I ordered the box to participate in Friend Stitch. That was last weekend. However, I did not participate in Friend Stitch because I decided that I would rather participate in the in-person event that AZ Stitchers was doing instead of the Zoom event. And I know a lot of people did the Zoom event, and one of these days I will try to do one of those. It just happened to fall on the same day, and so I did not participate in the Zoom. Maybe next time, who knows. But I do have the patterns, and by now everyone has gotten their things and looked. So that little guy is really cute. This one I think is my favorite out of the three. And then this one. They're all really cute. Honestly, I will probably do all three of them. And I think that they sent enough fabric that I can do all three of them on the fabric that they sent. Like I said, I didn't do the Zoom call, so I'm not 100% on that. But it looks like they sent enough fabric to be able to do all of them. So that I got from the Friend Stitch that I ordered way back whenever. So then, like I said, when I was at AZ Stitchers, they had like a freebie table. And I picked up a few patterns from there. So what I picked up was Jolly St. Nick and Rudolph. It's a Sip of the Seasons. So the other one must have been What's in My Cup. So I picked up that from Stitching at the Housewives. I picked up Halloween Seed Sack from Carriage House Samplings. And I picked up the Prairie Schooler Sweeping Cobwebs. And my friend that went with me, she picked up the sister pattern to this, so we might swap once we're done. We'll see. That might be a little bit. So we will see. But in case you're not familiar with this one, it says, "'Tis the night of Halloween when witches can be seen. With her broom she will fly, sweeping cobwebs from the sky." So that's that one. So that is what I have for haul. I don't really have much else. So, but I am going to do a giveaway. So, all the usual stuff. Make sure that you're subscribed to my channel. Make sure that you hit like on this video. Make sure that you do not use giveaway in any shape or form in any comments. So, what I have for you guys today, I'm going to be giving away one of my project bags. This is the front. It's obviously a vinyl project bag. So it's got blue on the inside, blue stripes. And the zipper is a red color. And then the back is a floral. And it's got some little birds. Some little birds in there. Yeah, see, some little birds in there. So, I'm going to give away this bag. If you are interested in winning this bag, in your comments, use the word bird. And the little scissor pull is a little leaf. So yep, so if you're interested in winning this bag, because I am this close to being 500 subscribers, then leave me a comment below on this video, obviously. I will ship it wherever, and use the comment word bird in your comment. Okay, so, and then maybe next video I might have another couple giveaways. I have some patterns that I want to give away too. So now on to another segment here. I have a couple of Flosstubers that I have watched recently, so let me pull up my notes here and tell you about who I've been watching. Okay, so there's a couple older, not old, like people, but have been around for a little while, Flosstubes. So Stitching with the Sisterlies, I had not watched their videos before, and so I just started watching them, and they are really funny to watch. I do recommend watching them. And then the other three are newer. This one is the oldest of the newer ones. So Lala D Stitches, I have been watching her since she started her channel. I really enjoy her videos. She cracks me up. And I love the projects that she stitches on. Then two like brand new channels. One is Savory Sewing, and she is in Oregon, and she's got like 2 videos up. I watched both of them. I really enjoy her style and the fact that she doesn't like samplers. Or doesn't, do samplers, and yeah. But then the other one is Stitchy Shenanigans, and she is also in the Phoenix area. She actually came to the AZ Stitcher meeting. She didn't stay very long, but she did come in, and I chatted with her for like 5 seconds. I was just like, hey, I just watched your video, and so, and she's like, really? So there's that. She's only got 1 up so far, but I think she's planning on doing more. So yeah, if you have a sec, check out those channels, give them some love. But that's really all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching, and thanks for subscribing if you have subscribed. If you haven't, hit that subscribe button and the like button. That always helps, because that helps YouTube suggest my videos to other people. So thanks for watching, everybody, and have a great day.